The representative of Hamilton has the floor.
Downtown Hamilton is a hotbed of construction right now. There's nearly a dozen towers being built down here, but today I wanted to look at 6 of them in more detail to see what the future of Hamilton's downtown skyline holds. Spoiler alert, they're all condos. I'm 26, I'm making minimum wage, and I've never even sniffed 5 figures, let alone 6. So let's do what any sensible human would do in my situation and shop for a new condo! First, let's check out a tower I mentioned in a video a while back, Radio Arts. This was the Hamilton store fixture store before one day in 2022 when it spontaneously combusted. We never did exactly find out how the fire was started, but boy did it make it easier for construction to take off. 2.5 years later, the tower is nearly finished. The speed at which this was built after the fire is kind of unbelievable, and kind of makes you wonder if the developer, Canlight, had anything to do with it. Maybe. They have a virtual online brochure that you can click through with sound effects included. Oh, it's like real paper. 64 pages of every detail you could ask for, except for the price. I do appreciate the callback to Hamilton's radio history, though. Cool concept. It looks like a cozy place to live, but this building is too short for my liking. I need height. I want to get a good view of the sexy Hamilton streets. So let's take a 180-degree turn and move on to our second tower here on my list, 213 King Street West. That's its name. So this new condo is built by Vrancor and is... Wait, it's a hotel? A 30-story hotel? What? That can't be right. Oh, okay, 1/3 hotel. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense, because people love living in buildings that are part hotel, right? Anyway, what's cool about this building is the retail space. There's tons. One shop even has 2 floors. Too many of these new towers are being built without retail in mind, and it's a real shame. It's an easy secondary revenue source for the property, it takes up minimal space compared to the rest of the tower, and services people in the neighborhood that don't live in the tower. Mixed use is the shit. If it ain't mixed use, it's no use. Especially in a dense place like downtown Hamilton. 213 King has had hundreds of different looking renders, and I'm not sure which the newest one is. Who knows what it'll look like once it's finished.
What the f*** is this piece of shit?
The city block it occupies in the downtown core will be the densest block in the whole city, transforming from a surface parking lot just a decade ago. However, I don't think it needs to be said, I'm not living in a hotel, so let's move on. We've heard of Radio Arts, but also mentioned in that same previous video was Television City. These twin towers of Durand will be 30 stories each and dominate the neighborhood. It'll really stand out compared to the brutalist apartment buildings nearby. They also remind me of another boxy building. It's an expensive undertaking at an eye-watering 360 million schmeckles. And no retail space on ground level? Come on, guys. I'm sure this lone convenience store is happy, though. Big business boost coming up. It's replacing the former headquarters of CHCH News, Canada's oldest independent TV channel and a Hamilton institution. Because of this, CHCH News moved their headquarters to Waterdown. You know, the part of Hamilton where no one wants to be part of Hamilton. Makes sense. Back to the towers. Currently, it's just a massive hole at the corner of Hunter and Caroline, but I'm pretty sure they're not done yet. I love these Photoshop pics on their website. They just look slightly off. This looks cozy though. And a pool in the middle. God damn, that looks fancy for Durand. I'm a superstitious guy, so I don't like the resemblance these buildings have to terrorist targets, but I will definitely have to befriend a future condo dweller so I can test the waters myself. Sorry, future Television City friends. I was just using you to get to your pool. Feel free to file your grievances in the comments down below. Coincidentally, all 3 buildings we've looked at so far have all been on the same street, Caroline. We're gonna head off Caroline and up King for this next project, currently named 354 King Street West. Another creatively named hotel condo complex by Vrancor. You can always tell when a building is by Vrancor. Except this time, the hotel is in a separate building. Good thinking. Hampton Inn by Hilton Hamilton, try saying that 10 times fast, opened in September 2023. Rooms start at $159 if you're looking to come into the city and see these towers for yourself. I even made a tourism promo. Take in all the shitty cold weather in winter or hot humid weather in the summer and get blasted at the hundreds of bars on our great streets like Augusta and James. Take in our age-old tradition of watching our city's hockey team in the... Oh, wait, never mind. Check out the hundreds of unique waterfalls, thousands of unused parking spaces, and the millions of ticks in every blade of grass south of Lake Ontario. Most importantly, don't forget to carry around your fuck you, fuck this place attitude with you at all times. You'll fit right in. Become a tourist in the Hammer today. The project also includes a row of townhouses, surprisingly. Huh. Cool. Not the type of thing you see built in Hamilton anymore. I like it, but I need something fancier for my tastes. I need this condo to be worth the money. So let's check out the crown jewel of John Street, the Babylonian triple tower build of Beasley, the near $1 million luxury condos called the Design District. What a fucking cheesy name. What the This large complex will dominate the surroundings of this religious building. A direct challenge and affront to the gods themselves. This project consists of 3 31-story towers, with luxury units said to be furnished by Mr. Louis Vuitton himself. Ooh. These towers are here to represent the height of luxury. Get it? In Hamilton for the 900 lucky ducks who would be willing to spend a near $1 million to live in Beasley. Hey, look at this. Buy now and get a free iPhone 13? No way! It's a $1 million condo here. It's not even the pro model.
You know, I wasn't really in the mood for a condo, but that free 4-year-old iPhone got me thinking.
Comparable buildings? None? My God. It's truly a one-of-a-kind. Like nothing the world has ever seen. Miami, New York, and London are all defined by landmarks. The time is now for the next landmark to be born. The Design District will forever change not only Hamilton, but Toronto as well. God damn! This project is so earth-shattering you can feel the aftershocks from Toronto! We of the Hammer people are truly blessed for this great structure of steel and styled seating. Ah, sit on my face already! I'm sold. I've found it. I've finally found my new home.
I want to thank everyone for making it out.
Hamilton, we believe, is one of the most opportunistic suburbs in and around the GTA.
Did he just call Hamilton a suburb? Did this fucker just call Hamilton a suburb of Toronto?
Opportunistic suburb.
The search continues, and there's only one condo left on the list. Finally, let's take a look at a project that was highlighted in my video from over 2 years ago about Hamilton's abandoned mall, the City Center. This mall was shut down on the last day of 2022 to make way for a massive tower complex. 4 big old towers with lots of commercial retail space at ground level in the direct core of downtown Hamilton. This is sure to have a bigger impact on the city than all 4 of the other projects combined. Let's take a look at how this massive project is progressing. It looks like it did 2 years ago. That's right, nothing has changed. Construction hasn't begun. Demolition hasn't even begun. What the hell is going on here? Developer says he's waiting for the real estate market to improve before demolishing the iconic building. Oh, fuck. At least they had the decency not to leave us with an overgrown abandoned piece of land like the Connolly did. But honestly, is this blight that much better? We're not talking about a historic church like the Connolly tore down. We're talking about a tacky-ass abandoned mall. This project makes Television City's budget look like chump change. A $1 billion project that would transform a major city block. The most major city block in the city. It's unfortunate. The developers really rushed to have this mall shut down quickly to start with demolition, only to have the mall still standing here in its entirety well over 2 years later. During last year's Supercrawl Festival, almost the entire exterior was painted over in black to be used as canvases for local artists to show their stuff. I gotta admit, it's a lot nicer than the bland paint job of yesteryear. What the hell is he doing here? I especially like this Louis Millard piece. Hamilton Harley, anyone? So, those are 6 of some of downtown Hamilton's biggest builds happening right now. There's so much other stuff going on that I haven't mentioned, like 75 James, Hamilton's second tallest building, the hockey arena renovations, which will be the topic of my next video, subscribe to watch it, and a recent proposal that got approved that all but breaks Hamilton's 31-story height limit. Meanwhile, I probably should be more financially responsible and save up my own money to buy a condo instead of using debt. If you want to help, simply donate to my Patreon to buy me a cup of coffee by pressing the button on screen now. Stupid.